right. What is popping, everybody? What is popping? Get in here. Get in here. It's time to get into some things. You guys know I'm back when you hear the echo. I really need to put some more shit in this big ass apartment, to be honest with you. But I really just be paying it. But before we get started, I just want to make sure, are we here? Can y'all see my mouth? Is it moving? Are we in full effect, child? Because y'all know sometimes, you know, when I leave and come back, things just don't be working right. We be having issues and all kind of stuff. But we're here. Put a one in the chat if we good. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if we good, we good, we good. All right. So first of all, I'm back from New York City. I had a blast. Okay. We had a great, great time. I loved you all. People were like, Armon, where are you at? Where are you at? Where? First of all, I had to like get my life together. I had some family come visit me. Then I had to get everything from New York all the way back to California. I had to go pick up my car. You know, I had a lot of maneuvering I had to do. But we're back. I am going on vacation officially in a week, but it will only be for a couple of days. But, you know, what way to start off back and close the Diddy trial better than bringing one of the people that made this coverage and this trial just that more, much more special, entertaining, fun, and exciting for you guys, you know? So tonight we have Duchess live in the flesh. Now, if you guys don't know who Duchess is, you know, if you guys have been under a rock and if you guys hadn't been watching us, you just don't know what's going on. Let me remind you who Duchess really is, okay? So we got to do it. So let's bring it to the stage. Let me play it. Hold on. Let me see, because child, my stuff be, that's not the right one. Oh, hold on. Because I don't want to click y'all on where is my Oh, here we go, right here. Here we go.
News that you can use, and the news is, baby, if you want
Hold
every
on.
fucking
Dang.
watch Armon Wiggins, baby, subscribe, and it's really, really good. And I got a song for you. You want to hear it? Here it go.
Wire, Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. I said, Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. I said, Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. He go down to the courthouse, bring the tea. He brings ID news, bring the tea. He is never biased, bring the tea. I said, Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. I said, Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. I want to thank Armon, bring the tea. I want to thank Armon, bring the tea. Oh, he's sassy and classy, bring the tea. I said, Armon Wiggins.
Yeah.
Bring the tea.
Yes. Armon Wiggins, we bring the tea. All right. So without further ado, we got to bring in our guest for this evening, the one, the only Duchess Kelly Love.
Armon Wiggins. Bringing the tea. Hey, boo.
Hey, what's going on, Dutch?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Listen, I see you still in New York.
I am. You know, baby, you stepped out, I stepped in. Okay?
Okay, so you got the background. How did you do that?
Child, green screen.
Okay, so you just moved in. So I moved out, or you just moved in. You gonna take over the second leg for me?
When you be jumping around, flipping all around, switching over to the back and stuff, like I said, ooh, I'm gonna take a little snap of that. So I snapped the screenshot. Then I got old lovely, nasty old green screen back here. So now, you know, I put myself back in New York with you, Chip.
It looks amazing. Okay, so Dutch, I really want to just get into this with you. So, I mean, take me into it. So randomly, I'm out there covering the case. You're watching it. We hadn't really spoke before.
No.
And then I see this video where it's like my tea on Armon Wiggins. So I'm like, oh girl, what is this finna say? Who got tea on me? What is this? Uh-oh. And then out of nowhere, it's this. I mean, you're reading in the beginning, cursing down, going in, and then you do this lovely jingle. And I'm just like, oh my God, we have to add this to the show. And then it just took like wildfire where the people were requesting more and more and more. And it just became like another part of the show. Like, tell me, like, what made you do that? And did you know that it was going to go this far?
No. So I was watching, because I know who you are, definitely know who you are from the entertainment news and stuff like that. I'm really not an entertainment news kind of person. I don't really get into all that. I'm from what they call the beef sector.
Okay.
We get down, we drag to the enzymes. We get down, we talk about this, that, and the other, and, different characters, all that kind of stuff. But that's where I'm from. Been over there for at least 10, 11, 12 years. It's, I got to watch my mouth. I got a prayer cloth, but, I have to use this because, baby, this mouth will get a little reckless. So I'm trying to bring it down. So, but anyway, I was watching the whole Diddy thing, and I saw, the lady with the breadcrumbs in her wig and talking mess and begging every 5 minutes. Not begging, I take that back, not begging, but I was watching her, and it got annoying because I was like, dang, witch, come on, can you keep to the story and stop with all this? Well, thank you, and thank you, and thank you for the super chat. And it was getting so annoying. So I was like, you know what? Up her, and let me find something else to do. You popped up, and I said, oh, so Armon talking about it. I said, let me go ahead and see what she's talking about. So I caught the first. I think I was probably 3 episodes behind of when you was doing your thing. And then like the 5th one, it just popped in my head. And I was like, and that's my background. I did
I'm sorry. I'm trying. Okay, hold on. Not to cut you off, but the breadcrumbs has just been taking me out for a second. I've been trying to hold it, but I was okay. I had to let that out. I didn't. Okay, like, sorry. Go ahead.
They didn't pick out her hair when she went to
that's crazy.
To ABC something. I was like, she got a piece of breadcrumb in her. Can you please get that out of her damn hair? Okay. And it was just. So anywho, I just started. It just popped in my head. I went downstairs. I did this little thing called Mural, but I had a whole studio thing set up down here. I can do jingles and all that kind of stuff. And so I just did it. And it wasn't like no elaborate production behind it. It was just something fun to do. I don't care if my vocals, I'll make sure they was as clean as possible, but I didn't care if it was kind of off or whatever. It was just fun to do. I tagged you in it. You enjoyed it, and and that's the history of it, child.
Yeah, and then not only me, a lot of people enjoyed it. Like even some days they like that became a staple part of the content. We even got Coco from SWV singing the jingle.
Yes.
Let's add that. Let's add this in here. Let's see.
The Armon Wiggins is just like Armon Wiggins. I love his recaps of the trial.
Now, what did you think when you saw that?
I thought it was quite cute, but I wanted her to finish it.
Maybe I know she didn't finish it because she was thinking like, I can't for legal reasons if it's your song or whatever.
Coco, make another video and just bring the part with bringing the tea. I said, oh my Wiggins, bringing the tea. Girl, just finish it. That's it. That's all. That'll be so cute.
Because that vocal run she did was crazy.
Oh, it was cute. It was cute. Very cute. And the reason, and people's like, why is it, because in the beginning when you was doing it, it was Armon, and everybody was like, why is he saying Armon? But it's something with vocals and with vowels. If people singing and stuff like. And I was trying to be fancy and kind of cute,
Okay.
kind of Dutch like.
Uh-huh.
So Armon, that's why I came out like
So that was
Armon.
done on purpose. That was done on purpose.
Yes, it was. I mean, because I couldn't say Armon Wiggins be bringing the tea. I said Armon Wiggins. I could have, but it was done. It was trying to be all proper and ooh.
It sound good. You know, and we have remixed it to "Oh My Nigga." But wait, because this is. Did you see this one? Wait.
That if you're talking about,
say that again.
Oh my niggas. Oh my niggas.
What?
Oh my niggas.
Say that again.
Oh my niggas. Oh my niggas.
I thought that was so cute. I feel bad. Like I started that. Oh my niggas.
And then your cousin did something.
Who?
I saw somebody. They said, "Say here your cousin is," and they said, "Oh my nigga." It was. I seen it on Instagram, and they was saying about. Oh, I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, I really enjoyed Coco doing it, and it was like that's where the Armon Wiggins came in because I was trying to be fancy and you know, kind of.
You know, I really appreciate that. So you're actually a real artist because you actually can sing. So have you been doing music for a long time? Do you have music or what's the tea with that?
I started off in Chicago. Well, I'm originally from St. Louis. I started doing morning shows like Jingles and stuff like that with Magic 108. Then I moved to Chicago and I started doing jingle work there as well. Then I started working at a Chicago recording company, and I did a lot of background vocal work with different local bands and stuff like that. So jingles, stuff like that just pop off right off the top of my head. And I did another one for you. Damn, I'm cute. Okay. And it also, if anyone want to bless, on the beefsteak, they say I'm always begging. I do.
Listen, it's there.
Hey, if you want to bless the Duchess, there it is. $ LUVDIVA 269. I can't.
Okay.
I beg, honey. But no, but I did another one for you, and I got a lot of inspiration from some of the stuff that you did.
Wow.
Like did More Oil. I did a video with more.
I'm oiled out, y'all.
I know, child. I know, and that was ridiculous. So ridiculous.
We're gonna get into it.
And then I did one for when you did the Diddy Dukes. I made a little video for that.
I think we have a little bit of the Diddy Dukes. Let me hear. You want to play a little bit of the Diddy Dukes one?
Yeah.
Let's do we got a little sample of the Diddy Dukes. Let's see. Wait, what happened?
No, you get up and shake to it.
Do I have a Diddy? Let me see what I got on. I might have on the Diddy. Diddy. Oh! I might have on a Diddy Duke.
Shout out. There you go.
Diddy Dukes.
Hey.
Diddy Dukes. Diddy Dukes.
What?
Diddy Dukes. What? Diddy Dukes. Diddy Dukes.
Yes.
That is. Diddy Dukes. Diddy.
All right, y'all, because you know too much of that. We be done canceled because we dance to the Diddy Dukes. So I can't do nothing. Take the fun out of everything, Touch.
Exactly. And I definitely, me as a messy person and as a fun person, I definitely understood what was going on in the courtyard. I definitely understood. But you have a responsibility, and we understood. And once you came back and, your apology, we understood and we understand.
Yeah. Because that door that you have right there, that played a key factor into this trial too. Every time I would go behind that door, there was a different prop. So that's why I was so confused. Like, why do people not act like this was a part of the whole thing? It just kind of slowly developed into being its own thing between the More Oil, the Diddy Dukes, the small one. Like, look how small that apartment is. That was my whole apartment. You know what I mean? Like, girl.
And the thing about it is, the people that ask you to come places, they've been watching you. And what have you was oiling up pretty much every show.
Yes.
Once they talked about it in the trial, when they talked about the whole oil thing, you were oiling up.
Mm-hmm.
And you was from the transcript. He was like, "Oh, you witches, more oil, put more oil here and more." But you know what? I always thought about this. Baby oil in your mouth
It's
is
crazy.
Nasty.
Mm-hmm.
That's like putting putting some vegetable oil and just rubbing it on your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
It's nasty. I'm like, so I kind of understood. I don't think it could have been a STE.
Yeah.
It could have been from the baby oil in her
Let
mouth.
me tell you this, Duchess. It was a lot of weird stuff going on. That the trial, I'm gonna just be honest with you. That trial was so crazy, and a lot of people didn't really like me. Some people called me a mean girl. Some people thought I had a nasty disposition. But I'm gonna tell you this: I'm not really that friendly, and I'm not really that I'm nice online, but I'm not really that friendly because I felt like being there. And I never said anything publicly about certain people, but there's certain people that didn't even talk to me the first 2 or 3 weeks when I was at the trial. We didn't have any problem. I didn't know what was going on, but they didn't talk to me. But I didn't know if it was because I was doing numbers, they were doing numbers. I didn't know what the tea was, but I was like, first we talked the first day, and then the second day it was like, you're over here, I'm over there. Then it was like this weird stuff online. I never said anything because I'm like, I'm not going to make a big deal. I'm not beefing with nobody, no other content creators here. But, people notice like, why this person ain't link up? Why this person? There was a reason for everything. And it was very competitive. People were throwing shades. People were being subliminal. People, I'm telling you, certain people didn't even want to even talk to me once they realized we were doing numbers over here. It was like that. And then there was other people, that were,
this one person, it really irritated the hell out of me is when they said that they had to rush to their car with security and drive off. And they was telling that country lady, Nancy, telling her that, I had to rush in the car and drive away for my protection. I was like, such an idiot. Sorry, that's just me. Don't blame the host.
I'll just say this in regard to this and to that. Listen, because I know everybody wants to know. Because my thing is this, and I've been really, really quiet about it just because I know once I get into I don't have no problem with nobody. I didn't have no beef with nobody like that. And for me, I'm at a point where did nobody stop what I had going on, and you know what I mean? So I don't want to look like I'm being a hater or nobody. Because listen, everything that had happened, Armon did it first, from TV to being there in that line. So I'm not really worried. So I don't really want to get into a beef with nobody. I don't really have no issues. But people, I'll just say this: a lot of people, said a lot of things happen because they sensationalize things for their audiences. Okay.
Oh yes.
So I'll just say it like that. Everything that everyone is saying happened didn't really happen. You know what I'm saying? And so, but a lot of people, I think, I'll just say this in regards to, and this is with love, and I'm just gonna say it because I know people want to know about the Tisa Tales stuff, and I'm just gonna say I don't have a problem with Tisa Tales. Now, I'll be honest with you, she did not talk to me the first 2-3 weeks that I was there. She came to me and she was like, hey, Armon, I watched your video. I saw you. And so, I thought I'm going to come down here too. I watched how you got the line sitter, this, that, and the third. We were cool. After that, she didn't talk to me and I didn't talk to her. Cause I was like, girl, I don't know what you giving, but I'm not going to be on here beefing with you. But girl, I'm going to stay away from you because if you try me, girl, I'm going to get like that. So I know how I give it up and I know how the people are. They'll be like, oh, Armon is picking on women. And I know like
it's the game.
She's able to maneuver away and she's able to get certain privileges that other people can't. And then it'll be deemed as, you're jealous of her. So I said, well, listen, I'm doing my thing. what she got going on ain't stopping me. What I got going on ain't stopping her. It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem with her. Boom. It was around my birthday. She said, "Hey, superstar, it's your birthday." Like, she talks to me. I was like, "Okay, we good," because I told her, I was like, "Girl, hey, we don't have this thing going on." And she, "What thing? What are you talking about?" I was like, "Okay, girl, it's fine." Because I was just trying to be cool, but I felt that there was a tension between us, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, but because I don't really know you, you didn't know me, like we didn't have any issues. So, after that though, we squashed it. It was some things going on. The lady kind of heckled me and was harassing me.
Oh,
She sent me a very long text message, very nice message telling me to protect my energy, this, that, and the third. And so from that moment, are we friends? No. Are we associates? No. But do we have beef? No. If I see her, I'll speak. Hey girl, if she sees me, sometimes she'll speak, sometimes we won't speak, but we don't have an issue with one another. So I just want to put that out there like that. So you never really seen us together because I don't know, but it just wasn't given. And I was fine with it. And she went her way and I went my way, and that was fine. A lot of people were asking for us to do that, but I was just like, girl, I'm not about to play with her. So, because I don't know what she's on. And I know if I crash out, then it's going to look like Armon is bullying her. And so I said, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I already had things going on too. So I didn't even want to. I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to battle. I didn't want to throw shade. People were saying, but she was throwing shade in the video. She was, busting little shots here and there, like, don't believe the hype, or trying to undercut my videos. I mean, I saw little stuff. And even with the Nancy Grace stuff too, she kind of got and alluded to the fact that, we were all Diddy supporters when she knew that, that wasn't the case.
So extra. That was so extra.
It wasn't I wasn't going to get into a beef with her over that, because I was like, girl, I still, I opened the door for girls to get on Nancy Grace. So it's fine. And I didn't really care, because I knew that her and Nancy Grace would resonate a little bit better than me, because I personally wasn't going to take a dog in the fight, and I wasn't going to go that way. And so her and Nancy Grace are a great fit, and she did her thing. I don't care if people don't like Tisa or whatever. One thing that she did do, she stepped on this trial and she made her mark on it, but I just have to be honest but I don't have a beef with her. I won't say we're friends. I won't say that we're associates like that, but we're cordial. If I see her, I'll speak to her today. If she sees, it is what it is. I didn't like that she went and tried to, she added a little sauce to it on the Nancy Grace, even though I didn't watch it. I could be wrong, because I didn't want to get triggered. So, I heard that she was saying like, oh yeah, they were baby oil supporters, but she never said my name. But so I didn't take it personal. But I will say this, in my opinion, the little bottle. But in my opinion, I think, and I'm just saying this, and I'm not even trying to be messy. I think that she really went hard on how do I say this? And this is not shade, but I think I'm the only one that's able to articulate this so people understand what I'm trying to say, or why people feel like she's gotten the hate. First of all, I wasn't going to even address this, because I didn't want it to look like, oh, everybody's coming down on her, or it's a big problem, because she stepped on this case. But what I will say, it was one of those things that throughout the entertainment, or the things that you've seen from her, she was very, as she should be, but in a Tasha K-esque way, very braggadocious and matter of fact. And so it kind of gave like, I'm the only one in the courtroom. I'm the one here. I'm the one that told you guys first. He's going down, and I said this, and I'm the one, and don't believe the hype, and I'm the biggest report. Like, it was a little bit of that under the cutesy that people really didn't catch unless you were there to feel it. So,
and when the verdict came down, I'm sorry,
I'm getting there. And so when the verdict came, and it wasn't in particularly her matter of fact favor, I think people then was like, girl, so what's up? Because you was talking like you was the biggest one, you better than everybody, you getting all the special privileges. And unfortunately for me, like, I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't notice certain things, but it didn't affect my money, my numbers, or my bottom line. So I really wasn't pressed. Does that make sense? So it was kind of like, she could be Beyonce, but I'm still Rihanna over here. I'm good. So anything she got going on ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of other people, they were feeling away about it a little bit. Like, I wasn't in the courtroom every day, but at the same time, it didn't stop me from doing what I needed to do. So I could understand where it affected other people. And I just felt like, I'm not about to sit here and argue and talk about her, because she ain't bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. So I'm not finna go ahead and make no video dragging her, because, girl, I'm saying you bigger than me. I'm not doing that. So, because I did my shit. So but the thing was, I think that people saw that and was like in a competitive way, like, yeah, girl, so what's up now? You know, like, girl, you know, and, you know, because there were things, now that we're talking, there were things that people seen, like, you know, she was saying the people's name and they never got kicked. She never got kicked out. Like, you know what I mean? And they were trying to get YouTubers and stuff out of there. You know, she said both, and people were sending me the video. And I was like, girl, I'm not getting into that because I'm not gonna hate on her, but she did say the name, and then she was offering, like, she was like, I got $5,000, I got $10,000 for whoever, you know, woo, woo, woo. I don't know how that went, but things like that happen. So people start feeling the way because they felt like she was getting special privileges. And then when the verdict actually came out and it didn't go to her complete favor, like any other competitors, people saying like, girl, where you at now? Where you at now? So I say that to say, so now it looks like there's just this pile on top of her when people don't know that she was, and respectfully, as she should be, but she was just as competitive and sassy as everybody else. She just knows how to do it in a corporate way. Like, you're not gonna see it on camera, or you gotta look beneath the funny laughing, but she throws shots and butt shade. And I'm just saying, so it's not like, and so when she went over to Nancy Grace, I guess whatever she said, I didn't see it. I think that was more so of, well, now let's deflect from the fact that possibly, I thought I was matter-of-factly right 100%, and I wasn't. So now let's switch the narrative because, to me being bullied and I had to run because I'm gonna be honest with you. Before she did that Nancy Grace thing, I was upstairs and she went and checked the out of Ratchet TV. She was like calling him broke and calling him a janitor, walked up on him and was like, you're a janitor, you're broke. Like, see, it was like, but no cameras was allowed. And he was like, well, let's come outside. Let's have that conversation on camera. And she looked at him because we was on the overflow room floor. And she said, please, I'm going up. Meaning like, nigga, you can't get up there because I'm in the courtroom. I wouldn't dare go up. Like, so she was giving it. She was serving. But then she went and got on Nancy Grace and was like, I was running for my life. I'm thinking,
she was
girl,
on
you just gave all that, but okay.
When she was on Nancy Grace, when she was on Nancy Grace, she turned into an absolute Karen. And her face was so cracked when the verdict came out.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. She wasn't that scared because she was in there. She checked. She walked up on him and was like, "You're a fan, and you need a job or something. You can ask the janitors if they're hiring." And he was like, "I don't need no money. I've been getting views." She said, "Baby, I've got over 230 million views before I even started this trial, nigga." Like, she was on that. She was on that. And everybody, it did. But so then when everybody said that she went to the car and was talking to Nancy Grace and said that everybody was going to kill her, I'm thinking, okay, girl, I'm just not going to say that because I don't want nobody saying I'm being a hater. So I never said nothing because it wasn't my fight. But girl, okay.
It was doing the most. And then I'm like, did they ever see the O.J. Simpson trial? I mean, like, the same thing with that. Everybody thought, guilty. Then, child, OJ came home.
So that was the tea on that. Now, the other tea, I wanted to say, people got weird, and I know people are going to be like, oh, he's dragging teas, but, I don't have a problem with teas, but I just have to tell the truth. But now for me, though, because me and her don't have no beef, I'll be honest with you, but I just needed to tell that story. And plus, she knew, I just think that was a little, the baby oil thing is kind of like, girl, you went on Nancy Grace and you know what I mean? Like, come on, girl. Like, come on. You knew that. You could at least been like, well, I know our mom wasn't on that. Like, I wasn't on that, but that's fine. But that's probably why we haven't talked for 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Because she probably doesn't like me. She didn't like me in the beginning. So for her to do that, I'm not surprised. And it's fine. But anyway, so with the other part, I'm just thankful for you because going back to me not being that friendly, like people were feeling like I wasn't talking to them or I was being really cliquey. But I'll tell you this, after the trial, everybody went home and got really weird. They started talking, like making lies up. One man said they attacked me. Another man, people were getting mad because I didn't say their names or act like it was like everybody, like people will try to be cool with you.
Okay.
And then get you on the camera, you get in a camera, and those same people that you've semi been cool with, or maybe they get really like just we started crashing out. And I was just like, what's going on? And I think one thing for you, though, why I'm really excited and grateful for you, because as a member of the LGBTQ community, as a gay man, as another Black gay male, I just want to say thank you so much. I love my women, but I want to say thank you so much for, contributing. And even though you didn't do it on purpose, or you didn't ask me for money, or you didn't feel slighted by the fact that I didn't pay you any money, or I didn't shout you out fast enough, or you didn't ask me for this interview, but some people would have done what you did. They would have saw Coco, and they would have saw this person, they would have saw that, then they would have automatically assumed that I owed them something based on the fact that something that they wanted to do and I just happened to like it. Then they would have been attacking me in their video. And a lot of people started doing that. So as a gay male, I just want to say I appreciate you and I thank you for that, because it's like so many times in this space, I find that our people, more so, they come and they try to attack me so much from the trial. They want to be cool, but then when they don't really fit the mold, or they're talking shit, or if I've seen them talking shit in videos before, they're always trying to be on some like competitive stuff, when we can always work better together. And we made some magic together, and this is not over. We will continue to make magic together. I have ideas, I have plans. So I just want to say, as two gay Black men, I'm glad that you were able to, add to what I already have going on. I was able to uplift you, and this is what we should be doing more of. And I just want to say thank you for that, and not taking it as, oh, our mom think he up there, he doing this, he think he the shit, and all that, and fuck that B, and he didn't say this, and he didn't say my name, and he didn't pay me, and he didn't do that. Like,
Yeah. I wasn't looking, and the whole thing about it, and I appreciate that, and I thank you for sharing it. Sharing my gift to the world, and I didn't do it. It was just like I said, it was just a fluky thing. I was like, just something to share with you, and and I was reading the comments, and a lot of people, oh my God, I'm so tired of hearing that song in the beginning, and I reached out to some of the people. I said, but it's not for you, it's for him, and if he likes it, then it's fine. And I was like, and then some people say I skipped right past it. I said, that makes a lot of sense. If you don't like it, just skip it. You don't have to throw daggers and oh my God and blue, blue, blue. It wasn't a part. It wasn't for them. It was for you, and you appreciate it. You made it part of the show. I appreciate it. No, I wasn't looking for no clout or looking for anything and all that kind of stuff. It is what it is, sir.
but but my mom and people, they asked, they were like, we would love to get a little bit more of Duchess's story. We were like, so I just think the genuineness, like if people just ride the wave, we don't know where this can go. But I think a lot of times people, they see one thing and they see that you get an opportunity, not you, I'm like the person, they see like, he did this, and well, why he didn't do this, or why he didn't say it's like, just relax. It's coming. It'll all work out when it needs. But I think, especially during this trial, people got so anxious and antsy, and it was like, people just start crashing out on me. Like one lady literally came and harassed me to go viral. Two women.
I saw it. Now I was watching something. Well, I don't know.
Too far, no. We only did the teaser thing just because a lot of people been asking me, and I'm just like, girl, okay, I'm just gonna tell you what it is.
Oh, I want to throw this out there also. Duchess Kelly Love. If y'all type in Duchess Kelly Love and T.S. Madison.
Yes, love T.S. Madison.
I was on her show, 2018, when she was doing the Queen Supreme Court. Catch that. I had the best opening. I gotta say. They say I had the lowest numbers. Don't matter. I was still there. But I had the best opening ever. So check that out. Duchess Kelly Love and T.S. Madison. And spell it Duchess, not Dutch. Anyway, but yeah.
Okay, so could we get one more? Because I know you got to go eat. So we give us one more Armon for the road, Duchess, live?
Okay. Hold on. Let me clear my throat.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Duchess is gonna give us one more, and by the time he comes back, y'all, we gonna be good. So Duchess, let me know when you're back. And guys, so I just, I wanted to give you guys a tea because a lot of you guys wanted to know, and I like what was going on at the courthouse, what happened with that. And like I said, I was minding my business, but we'll get back into that. and because I'm wrapping this whole Diddy trial thing up after Duchess. He's gonna close us out, and we're on to the next up. We got Nicki Minaj and SZA beefing, so we're gonna have to get into some more things. All right, Dutch, you ready to take the floor? Let's go.
Yes. Armon Wiggins, wanna thank you.
Yeah.
I said, Armon Wiggins, I wanna thank you. You bless Duchess Kelly Love. Thank you. I wanna shout you out every day. Thank you. Thank you for giving us Diddy news. Thank you. I said, Armon Wiggins. Thank you.
Oh, I love it, Dash. You know, we might have to do a little record together or something. We gonna do some stuff together. I might have to bring you out to one of the shows when I do the meet and greet. Especially, are you in Atlanta? Wait, where are you at?
I'm in old tired Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee.
I'm not a Milwaukeean. I'm not a Milwaukeean, baby. I'm St. Louis and Chicago. But
Okay.
I got married and moved to Milwaukee, you know.
Here we
But
are.
I'm not really Milwaukeean, baby. I'm more Chicago, baby.
All right. Well, Dutch, we might need something. We might need a new one. We might need a general one later on because you know the Diddy is over, so we might have to talk. But thank you so much, Dutch. I'll call you later on the back end because I know you got to go eat, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But thank you so much. You're an amazing part, an exponential part of this trial. And let me tell you something. Those videos, this whole little era that we had that we shared together will be iconic and will go down in history. And so thank you for making history with me.
Well, thank you, baby. We'll talk.
Yeah. Bye.
Hey.
Okay, so there's that. That was Duchess Kelly Love, guys. So just a little shoot more of this with you guys. So we're back. I'm here, and it was just been so much going on with everything. And this is the first time, I'm just talking about everything in regard to the Diddy because we're wrapping it up. It's a new season, it's a new day. But shout out to all the fans and all the people that I've met there. For future trials, though, I do feel like I will be more standoffish, probably than I was this time because I feel like even though I wasn't the nicest, I still feel like I was too friendly because I don't want to take pictures, I don't want to be on people's video, because when everybody gets home, everybody just gets crazy, and it's like, what? What is this? What happened here? And so, and it feels like I don't know, everybody's looking for something, but no one is saying what they want. But if they feel like they don't get it, then you can become collateral damage. And I do a really good job of trying to protect my energy. People are upset because I didn't want to talk to people that was talking to them. First of all, people are saying that they was going to beat me up and punk me and all kind of stuff. And then I somehow got in the car with them and I'm like, what? It's like just making up all this stuff. Like, you beat me, or you were going to beat me up, but then I needed a ride and I didn't have no money and, but mind you, I'm one of the only people that stayed in the beginning. I didn't come at the last week. I didn't leave in the middle. I didn't stay in Jersey. I didn't stay in the Bronx. I stayed right there in Soho, Manhattan for 60 days straight. From top to bottom, no Diddy. Covered the case. People made up. I didn't have money for food. I mean, it was just a lot of crazy things, like crazy things that was being said. So I just want to say shout out to my fans, my subscribers, the people that were there. You know what I mean? I've even tried to make amends with folks. Got weird. So I'm at the point where I don't have no beef with no one. I don't have no beef with anybody. Because at the end of the day, that's not what I was there for. But I also understand like the power that it holds when you're on top. You know, we were on top. A lot of people saw those numbers. A lot of people, first of all, let's be clear, just being honest, niggas wasn't there until I got there. Damn near nobody. Respectfully. And it still didn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, I kept my head focused. We did a 60-day cleanse at the top of this year, and I knew what I was going to do. And I purposefully didn't say anything online because I wanted to see how many people and who would come. And that's just what it was. We had a good time. I made some great connections. I made some great friends. We've done radio, #1 market, television, news. We went viral. I mean, even the baby oil thing, over 645 million impressions worldwide off of that. Even though I'm not proud of it because people didn't understand it, but it is what it is, you know? We got write-ups all over across the United States of America. We're everywhere. And, you know, I'm just grateful to be a part of history. It was a very fun, entertaining case. I had to, navigate through a lot. Energies was real, navigating through the press, the traditional media, and being, an independent person. That was a lot because they didn't feel like we should be there. They felt like, why are you here? And, and let's just be clear, a lot of people still are not comfortable with a flashy, over the top, and I'm not really that over the top, but like a gay man who knows himself, and so you would even see where some of the people, girl, y'all gonna think I'm giving a lot, but it would even be times where I'll be like, you would start to see the media try to like cherry pick other people to like big up and stuff, just so they couldn't give me my flowers. But because y'all know what I give. When I pop out, I give like, and even people I thought was cool, that I was like cool with, they start being weird. And I'm like, I thought we was cool. But then I started feeling like they was competing with me. I didn't know who to trust at one point. I'm like, this shit is weird. But I just stayed focused. I just stayed focused. Because I was like, niggas is really getting weird. It was just a weird energy. It was so weird. It was weird. And it was a long time. And I was trying to navigate it the best way that I could. But, it was what it was. If I could change anything, it would probably be the baby oil thing. I wouldn't do that again. But everybody else, it was cool. So, but I will say, I want to shout out to so many. There were so many people I did meet. You know what I mean? Lauren LaRosa, solid. My dog from the Breakfast Club. That's like, I feel like I gained a sister out of her. My dog. You know what I'm saying? We even filmed some stuff. It was cool. We got to put our stuff together. But Lauren LaRosa, Celia from TMZ, my girl Bree over at the Daily Mail. Those are like some of my girl Charlene from, and even my girl started getting attacked. People started like, and she don't even mess with nobody. People just started coming with her because she was cool with me. She's from Trinidad. That was my girl. That's my little sister right there. Shout out to her. Shout out to Ratchet. I think Ratchet mad at me, y'all, because he was a little mad, but I still love Ratchet though. What else? Queen Amadaya. I love her. I live for her. It's no tea. She's a key. She's a good time. There were so many. Tiffany from TMZ. She was cool. I like Tiffany too. There was so many people. I mean, there was so many people that were cool. It was some good relationship building. I know if I'm forgetting people, please do not get mad at me if I forget. Okay. Like I said, I don't have no enemies there. So yeah. Oh, and I just want to say again, shout out to Nancy Grace for having me on her show. Shout out to Ashley Banfield and her team. They were great. Shout out to Harvey from TMZ. He's great. Shout out to Angela Yee and Dan over at Way Up and iHeartRadio. Love them. It was just great. And shout out to my guy that rented me the Airbnb. Shout out to Jan. So it was a good time. It was a good time. But now we're gonna put the Diddy stuff to rest for a minute. And yeah, it was good. I'll bring some of you guys on. And hold on. Hold on. Let me. Nika Knight is my dog. Y'all know Nika Knight is like my sister that we never gonna see eye to eye. But that's my dog still though. But she like my stepsister. You know what I'm saying? Like we cool, but we always gonna get into it. But we not beefing right now. Cause she always gonna go left and I'm always gonna go right. She that sister that she's always friends with the ops. But I love Neek. Oh God. She gonna be mad at me for saying that, but Neek always cool with the ops. That's why I'll be like, girl. But that's my dog though. Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Armon Wiggins.
What's going on?
You are, first of all, so sexy.
Thank
so
you.
So sexy. I want you to play Diddy.
Diddy? I can't play Diddy. You know how crazy that would be?
Your fans, your true fans up in here, we are family. We are not mad at you. I saw that situation drain you, and you gave us everything.
Thank you, boo.
You gave us all of your heart.
I'm going to tell Neek to come through. Yeah, hold on. Get on screen.
Yes.
Hold on.
Diddy.
Girl, y'all should see this message that Neek sent me. It's so long. She was cursing me out. I love her though, but thank you so much. I'm gonna see if Neek want to get on stream if she's not on her own stream.
But don't feel bad, Armon. It was an inside family joke.
Yes.
And we got it.
I appreciate
wanted
you.
To see you oiled every night.
Thank you, boo. I appreciate that.
I couldn't have digested this ugly material without you.
Well, that was kind of the whole point, right? So the thing was, we were going to get on there and we're going to talk about it how you guys are talking about it at home with your friends and family. We're not reading it like CNN news reporters. We're over here like, girl, can you believe she has swords in her mouth and this nigga went and kicked her down that's how we talk at the table. Think about the conversation when you guys get together, on holidays or the birthdays, when you guys bring up the Diddy trial and all the things that came out. The sentencing is what, in October? However that happens, November is the next month. It's going to be Thanksgiving. That's going to come up. How do you guys think you guys are going to be talking about that at the Thanksgiving table? No one's going to be reading it like a news reporter. Y'all going to be drunk, getting messy, laughing, cackling, and gagging.
I'm going to be bringing up clips of Armon.
Okay.
Projecting it on the TV. You were great, baby. Don't feel bad. You started this year on the right note. You're growing. You're getting mature. You feel that?
Yeah, because the old me would have been like, these people. I didn't mean it that way. Kiss my ass. But I was like, I can't do that. It's too many people watching. But what the saddening part was how many people, and this is when I'm seeing people got weird. I also want to shout out to Storm Monroe, because Storm Monroe, Lovely T, I know there was maybe some other people, but they reached out to me and, seeing what I was going through. And even though Storm wasn't there, he was just like, bro, I want to make sure that you good because I hate the pile on, you know? And so even some of the people that I mentioned reached out to me. Those are the people that I care about because, you know, when things like that are happening and you know my heart, those are the people that I feel like are genuine people. Because there's many people that didn't reach out to me, but knew what it was. So I feel like, okay, you enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? Like you enjoyed the pile on. You're like, and then some people showed their head. I mean, it was people celebrating it. I'm gonna be honest with you. And we didn't see eye to eye for a long time. But Sherelle's World reached out to me. I hadn't responded yet, but Sherelle, I saw your message. And thank you, because I know we had been beefing before, but even Sherelle's World reached out to me and said, hey, you know, don't get bogged down by that because we see what it is. Of course, you know, the dirtbags were looking to kick my back in. But here's the thing with that. Those people were jealous, number one, or number two, it was just one of those things that, you know, they were watching in the background so that they could, you know, gagging at the numbers, pissed at the opportunities, seething at the news mentions and the radio shows, hating their lives, you know, and waiting just for something to happen so that they can get in. It didn't bother me because some of those people, I'm just like, oh, they're still hurting. You know, like when people only come for the negative, you know, I know what it is. Even Wiley, shout out to Wiley. Wiley, you know, supported me, was like, I'm here. You know, he's doing his thing. You know, me and Wiley have had a real tumultuous, you know, past. But even the Wiley show, he came out and was like, Armon, you're doing your thing. I'm proud of you. And so, you know, I've just turned over a new leaf. And for each and every person that reached out to me, shouted me out, or just supported the platform, or even when they felt like it was a problem, because I know as content creators, we know how this thing goes. And so there are some people that could have added to that nasty narrative and they chose not to, because when my back was against the wall, they could have used that to try to say, let's get some more hate views. And I've seen people do it. But then instead of doing that, they reached out to me or they just didn't feed into it. So I want to say, thank you to those people that didn't jump in on that moment or try to make it something negative when you knew it wasn't what it was. So I appreciate all of you guys too as content creators. Thank you for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to jump in just a little bit here. Gonna get a little messy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, what is this thing with them saying you out to dinner and you going to a park and
Okay.
some altercation? It's like that story is really gaining, a lot of wings, and I'm like, that didn't happen. I didn't see it. And I was in everybody's chat. And I just feel like that goes with the hateration and also the pile on, the jealousy, looking for a reason, really looking for a story. And just throwing people names in it's I don't understand that.
And see, I'm just not going to give this person any more energy than I'm already given, but let me just, I'm sorry, I'm dropping y'all down. I just got to drop her because I want everyone to be clear on this. Just, I'm gonna look in the camera. If you think in your entire life a bitch walked up on me, punked me, told me he was gonna beat my motherfucking ass, and then I gave him a drink and jumped in his car and went out to eat with him, bitch, you're crazy.
And didn't have no money. I'm like,
didn't have no money.
Armon. I'm sorry.
Are
like,
you crazy?
What? Baby, you say
that's all I'm gonna say to that.
Press.
That's I'm like certain things I'm not gonna do a lot of talking about. But let's be very clear. Ain't no hoe did that to me. Be very clear on that.
We Crystal. Do you hear me? Crystal.
like what? Like what? Like I'm not even going to entertain that with a full story, because the reality of the situation was, in hindsight, what happened was, and I just don't even want to give this wings, but I'm going to just say this. There was a YouTuber that wanted to hang out because we were at Central Park. I said, hey, come through. They said, I'm coming through. I said, well, who are you with? Because I like to protect my energy. And I said, such and such. They said such and such. I said, well, who is that? They said, oh, don't worry about it. They're good people. But all my people, but I'm Armon Wiggins. Like, it's not to be shady, but I don't really like to maneuver with everybody like that because I don't know what niggas be on. You feel me? So I said, okay, I'm trusting you because you're an older lady and you ain't gonna be messy, are you? Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm trying to figure out where they all at. So I'm like, okay, we here. I'm like, okay, boom. So we walk up and I see said person and the lady. First thing out of my mouth is, why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody like, what? What? You don't like me. Why are you here? What do you mean I don't like you? I never said anything. I said, no, girl, I know you.
They leaving parts out.
You don't like me. And I said to the older lady, I said, why? This is why, mind you, I didn't pull her to the side. I didn't walk away. I didn't text this. We're all in the moment. I said, this is why I told you to tell me who was coming, because I would have told you to leave her at home or not to come. Because what is this? Now, what ended up happening was she was like, well, then the other person said, well, she don't have to do that. I said, it's fine, but I'm not going to sit here and be fake with you when I know that you said something. Well, I didn't say anything about you. I never said nothing. I said, no, girl, you did. She said, well, pull it up. I said, well, we got to go back to my phone. So, because I didn't have my phone. So I went to my phone, immediately pulled it up. There you are talking about me. Oh, you know, your child, you know, that was
backpedaling and pee popping.
And so I was like, it's fine, it's cool. I just didn't like it wasn't what it was. You want a shabu? Like, it's no tea. I'm over it. Like, I don't, but you know, I'm not. I'm just at a point where, like, girl, I see you. You know what I mean? It was what it was, but I'm not crazy.
Right.
My friend. So I was like, well, we can still go out to eat because we're actually going to leave this spot anyway, so we can go eat whatever y'all want to do. So we're going to go to Brooklyn Chop House, and my friend, I was like, we're going to walk, but it was hella hot, and they were like, you sure you don't want to ride? And I was like, girl, no, because I don't ever want this person to be like, I needed a ride from them or anything. And my friend was like, no, we're going to ride. We're going to ride. I was like, bro, I do not want to ride. And they was like, just ride. So I was like, whatever, fuck it. We just going to be squash it. We're going to ride. So they went and parked. I got out the car. After we rode, we went and parked. I walked, me and my two friends, we walked to Brooklyn Chop. I had on these shorts and I had on a crop top. They had a private party there. So we couldn't get into Brooklyn Chop because I didn't have on the dress code. I was dressed for the park at 100 degrees. So it wasn't about having no money because they weren't even there. Which I've been eating at Brooklyn Chop House since I've been here. I had on Diddy Dukes and a crop top. I couldn't get in there. Yeah, I was out like, so we had been there we've been at Central Park all day. I didn't even have no shirt on when I walked up to them. So we had been at Central Park all day. And so usually after Central Park, me and my homegirl, we go and get like a frosé and then we call it a day and we go lay down. But this particular day, you know, they had it, it was like bought out and it was certain dress code. So I didn't fit the dress code. So we went across, but I was like, I don't really want to, you know, parlay, like I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up going to go get pizza, and that was the end of that. Okay, so then the next day, because my thing was this, I would have never even, me and that person would have never had beef. I don't have beef with that person. I want to let you know, there's no beef. I don't know you. I don't know him.
Right.
I've never and it would have just been what it was. Had he never even came to the thing, I just would have handled it like I did when I seen him. I just never talked to you. I just never, I know who you are because I've seen you make videos on me, but I would just have ignored you and anybody that was associated with you. Once they, I probably would, if they didn't know, then it would have been fine. But if they would have just been too mixed, I would have not been talking to them either. It just is what it is because I just don't mix like that. So it wasn't all of this, you fought me or you wanted, all that came after. All that came after everybody got on the plane and started doing all that extra shit. I'm like, okay, we was just together. But my thing is this, I'm not fighting none of you bums.
Exactly.
I'm the clout. I'm the moment. You niggas have to come home and talk about me. I'm not fighting none of you broke ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? You niggas will go to jail and be sued. What I look like? Y'all threaten me. Y'all talk about me. You've never seen me load up a video with none of these niggas. I'm never doing it. You niggas are not. You niggas are going to jail. You're going to get your ass beat by security. I'm not playing with you niggas no more.
And that's what I was gonna
I'm
bring up
worth too
too.
much for you
I
niggas.
was gonna bring up it's time for security.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
time
worth too
for a
much for these niggas.
personal.
That's the thing. That's the thing with these court cases. Just because I'm at this courthouse, these niggas think that we're on the same level. We're not. Just because we're in the same room does not mean we're on the same level, boo. And I think that this
Yes.
courthouse get shit fucked up because they think we all here. Just we all here, but we ain't all creators like that. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? And what happens is when everybody go home, you see what happens, and niggas start crashing out because shit. Other people still got motion, or they done planted seeds outside of that, and they still stuck in a Diddy algorithm. Like, respectfully, and so
They can't grow.
And so my thing is, I think sometimes people be like, "Oh, I can get there. We can get there. We're all peers." And this, no, we're not all peers.
We're not.
We're not the same. And I'm not battling you niggas. I'm not fighting you niggas. Not because I feel like any of you niggas can whoop me. Let's be very clear on that. I'm not scared of none of you niggas. But I'm more powerful than you niggas. And
Yes.
y'all want to be mentioned with me. You niggas want to be in headlines with me. That's hence the reason why you talk. Hence the reason why you knew you didn't like me and I didn't like you, but you wanted to go to a park.
Still
with
showed
me.
up.
Why would you want to be
Yes.
around me? Why do you
Yes.
niggas want to be around me? You don't like me. I never want. See, here's the thing. These niggas be mad because I don't want to be around these niggas. Nigga, I don't like you, so I don't want to be around you. Shouldn't that be the same thing for you? And guess what? I don't like you, and I'm so cold with it, bitch. I don't even want to be friends with your friends or anybody that like you.
Oh, you are.
Any bitch that like you, now I don't like them. You got it. I'll move on. So why you get what I'm saying? So, but I just don't understand, niggas. You don't like me, but want my validation or want something like want me to talk. What do you want? Why are you talking about me? If I don't like you, don't talk about me. That's one thing I could say. About the Jason Lee. He don't like me, but he don't post me. He don't talk about me. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't like me.
But it's a double-edged sword with him because if he do that, oh baby, you going up. But they dropping in the chat saying Nicki post or something on Twitter.
Hold on. And let me tell you this. And so that woman, since we talked about it, she messaged me because I stopped talking to her because I told her, I said, this person does talk about me. And I know you've now given this person access to me that would have never had access to me. But they were always going to make a video. I don't feel like they came there to do content. They came there to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? Be in a room and say they saw this person and talk shit and call this person this and call this person that.
A circus.
Yeah, like, so whatever. You say what you want to say. But I said, this is the reason why I ask about, bringing people around, because I'm very selective about people I associate with, because what ends up happening is because I'm cool with you, people think, oh, well, we have a mutual friend, so they can jump in the car with you and be invited to my party. No, I don't know. Y'all be cool, but they not coming to my party because now all of a sudden they got this story about how they kicked my ass at the park. And people are going to like, this is why I asked you, who is it coming? Because if you would have told me who it was, I would have said absolutely not, because they're going to do exactly what they just did. And you know what the woman texted me?
What? Because I'm looking at her sideways.
She texted me after and said, I'm so sorry. You were right. They did exactly what you said they would do.
Okay. So she tried to get a benefit of the doubt, but it's a gotcha moment. And I love how you've been protecting your peace, and moving on up, and bigger things are coming. But this side stuff that I'm glad you addressed it head on, it's an end. It's an end,
Yes.
and they're dead.
Okay. And somebody said Nicki Minaj retweeted us. Oh God. Give me a second. What did she say? What did she say? I get anxiety because I don't know what this woman is going to do. I never know what she's coming for. Is she cursing me out? Nicki did what? Let me go to her page. Oh, y'all want to see it? Hold on. Let me see. I guess this is the Unhinged Live. Hold on. Oh, God. What is this woman doing? Hold on. Because I don't know what the tweets. This is not that video, y'all. But let me see what Nicki is saying right now, child. What is Nicki doing? Please, am I getting cursed out? Hold on. I'm about to show you. Because, girl, you know me and Nicki goes back and forth. I don't see it. Why is she trying? See, now she want to play games with me. I hate this lady. Leave me alone. Say, she always want to play with me. She always want to play. Hold on. Why Nicki always want to do this to me? Hold on. Let me see. She's so annoying. I cannot stand this lady. Oh my God. I cannot stand this lady. She is so irritated. Girl. Child, where is your baby oil? Girl. I'm so tired of her. Oh, she was waiting for me to get it. She want to whack me too. Girl, I love you too, Nick. But girl, we're going to get on this in the next video. But child, I actually do got a little oil for you, baby, if you need some, because you slipping and slide all through the mess right now. So, yes, Nicki Minaj said, "Where is the baby oil?" Let me tell you something. But this is why these girls be really, really upset. Where do you go? And at the end of the day, mentions history. You know, everybody don't have this. You know, and this is why I can't even mention these bitches when I'm going live. You see what I'm saying? We're not the same. I'm on a whole other level. You bitches out of their league. This bitch not better than me. This bitch not bad like me. These bitches can't count. They're not the 1, 2, or the 3. Anyway, let me get out of here. But child, yes. Oh, there go Nick. Let me bring her up. Anyway, hey boo.
Child, not the hey boo after all of the shade.
So what's the tea? Did you hear everything that was said? So we had to address.
I came in late. I came in just when you told me to get on stream, but I rewinded back a little bit.
Yeah, so we even got into, I don't know how far back you want to go into this, but you know, Duchess Kelly Love, we talked to him. I told everybody about the Tisa stuff, the story, you know, and I made it clear that I don't have no beef with her.
I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, so you got to go back and I basically everything that you already know. And then I talked about you, and I gave you guys shout outs. But yeah, so they said bring Nick on stream. So from in the beginning, basically, because Duchess was talking about the Nancy Grace stuff. And I just pretty much said, you know, like I said, I didn't have a beef with, you know, Tisa or anybody that was there. I said people did get weird towards the end, but, you know, I met some cool people. Obviously, me and you, you know, we always be on opposite sides, but I still fuck with you like my stepsister. You know, Ratchet, Queen, Sherlon, you know, all the girls, Breakfast Club, Lauren LaRosa, you know, and then, you know, people wanted to know about the Tisa stuff. And I just said, you know, she didn't talk to me for the first 2-3 weeks. And I didn't know what that energy was. And, but I did see that, you know, during the time she was like kind of throwing me shots on her platform, but I didn't engage in it, you know, because it was like Armon or Tisa. So it was like, I just was saying like, she is very competitive. And she did her thing on the trial, but I think in regards to, you know, being so afraid and so threatened by everybody, I don't think that she was ever really afraid. So when she went on Nancy Grace and did that, I think, you know, I told them about, she had just checked Ratchet in the hallway and pretty much called him broke.
The description of the court afterwards, but, you know.
Yeah, so.
It was totally different from what we all saw, so that was just a little different.
And I, you know, and I explained that, you know, it wasn't my job to try to bust her out or, you know, go against her because I'm not going to look like a hater, but you know, it wasn't this big pile on of hate towards her. I think like, and basically what I was articulating is what I've always articulated to you. I don't think that she did anything wrong. And I don't necessarily think that anybody else did anything wrong. I think that if we look at it like a game of football, she was so matter of fact in her delivery. She was so, and she should be, right? She was so kind of cocky with an air, and which is good. But it was like, and it was even at the point where she made a distinction as if, like, because she was in the courtroom every day, her news had became more valid than somebody that had been in an overflow room. Like, she started getting to where she was getting that technical with, like, I'm the one.
There were several content creators who would tell me that they got upset at those shots for sure.
So it was like, and I was one of the ones that had the biggest numbers on the platform, but I wasn't always in the courtroom. So of course, you throw a little shade, like, he get numbers, but he not seeing what I get it. But what I'm saying is, when you do that, right, and then everything doesn't go 100% the way that you predicted, of course people are going to come and challenge you back, because you had this energy of, bitch, I'm the one, and you just ain't nothing, and it's me, and I am your leader type vibe. It was very cocky, and it's fine and performing and entertaining. It was that, but she was busting shots at people, and so people came back like, girl, what's up? But I think that got kind of muffled because everybody wasn't there and they don't know.
Yeah,
and
a lot of people didn't actually see anything. And then, when I was making a general statement and I said, they were like, everybody's jealous. And I was like, I see stuff happening in real life, and I don't think that is just a jealousy thing. It's more so, certain shots said, certain beefs festering, certain things that are happening in real time. And so people were mad at me, and they called into my credibility and other content creators' credibility, because they felt like, how are all of you guys not coming in to save this girl? And it's like, people was talking mess to me too. Like, if I could hold my own and talk mess to people, and I could, have banter with people, like, why do I have to be Captain Save 'em for somebody who has security? Like, people were so mad at me about, like, oh, you're so wrong. And I'm like, if people are having their individual issues and nobody is saying, hey, I'm gonna slap you, I'm gonna punch you, I'm gonna beat you up, I don't hear that. If that happened, I didn't hear it,
So
So
somebody, see, this is why, remember, somebody, she said, sounds like a lot of hate. I'm gonna be clear. Can I just be clear? And Tisa, if you see this, I just got to say this. I don't have to hate on her. My money's good. She was not whooping my ass. Viewership, I wasn't doing 5 videos a day. I cleared it. I opened the floodgates for the girls to get on television. I've been on national syndicated radio, news networks, all before anybody else at that courtroom. I'm good. I'm not hating on her. She did her thing. I'm viral right now. Been viral. So there's no reason for me to hate on her. She did her thing. It's neck and neck. Arguably, arguably I'm number one. Be clear. It's just depending on what vibe you like. So Rihanna, Beyonce, you can pick one. You can play this, whatever you like. So there's nothing for me to hate on her about.
I definitely did y'all big one. I was giving both praises the whole way through. And honestly, a lot of the times when I felt like, shit, I'm about to just go home, because I felt like this was both of y'all moment. So for when people turned around and was like, oh, you're jealous, I'm like, what? Like, I was willing to go home, because this ain't my first rodeo either. Like, I've been on several syndications, TMZ, breaking stories, talking to jurors on other cases, all kind of stuff, going viral through the years for covering cases. So I'm like, the indication is kind of crazy, but
yeah, even because I don't want it to get muffled, because I see people are already muffled. And actually, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about here, and I'm going to. So if you don't like it, leave the live. But like I said, I think that it was more of a competitive thing versus a jealousy thing. If you look at it like a sport, if I'm over here saying I'm the best, and I know what it's going to be into the opposing team, because be clear, I was in the middle. And there were a lot of people like, someday I'd be this way, someday I'd be that way. That's why I don't feel like the Nancy really resonated, because I wasn't going to give you one side. You know what I mean? I was flip-flopping back and forth like a fish. But there were some people that were pro Diddy. There were some people that were pro the prosecution. And so if you have one individual here that's pro the prosecution, and you have another individual here that's pro the defense, if this person out here is, saying what they're saying and doing what they're doing and discrediting these people, then if it don't go that way, these people are gonna be like, yeah, girl, so what's up? They're gonna talk because you was talking so it was more like, if you look at a football team and fans, that's what people do. I don't think it was a personal thing. It wasn't like a jealousy thing. It wasn't like a
I didn't look
dark
at it
thing.
like jealousy.
It was more so like, girl, I thought you said it was gonna be this, but it wasn't. But you was really popping it online. Like, that's where I think it came from. And you were in that she was throwing shade at other people that had an opposing thought from her. And so that they wanted to challenge her on it. And I think that that's fair and to be expected when you take such a strong stance. I don't know.
It was crazy. Definitely crazy. Like I said, I felt like both of y'all did y'all big ones for sure on this case and gave both of y'all props. I feel like the audience a lot of times, and maybe too because they don't know what's happening boots on the ground. They don't see what's happening, on them halls. They're not seeing all of the stuff that's going on. They're not privy to everything. So all they're looking at is numbers. That's the only thing that they're taking into consideration is this person got more numbers than you or this and that. And I looked at it as these are all content creators up here. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody says what they want to say on their platform. And everybody was talking mess to everybody. People was talking mess to me. And I'll say, hey, I like to tussle. What's up? We were in the overflow. Armon called me over there and what happened, Armon, when you called me over there? At the bail hearing.
Oh yeah, I told them that. But I want to.
Oh,
they
okay.
know. Yeah, but I want to address this. I respect all of you as new media. However, I did see you guys laughing when Ratchet was determined to attack her. It gave junior high school flashback for sure. That was a bullying session. Did you see when I got attacked and she put me on the video? Did she stop the lady? Did y'all see when I got heckled? See that be the stuff. And not that there's any other reason, but you see what I'm saying? It's like the picking and choosing because I got attacked first. And a lot of you seen me through her video. So content is content. Kiss my ass. So.
Oh, okay, I gotta go back and listen to your video, to this video, because like I said, I came in late. But and I always see people say like, oh, this person is biased, that person is biased. Bias is really, like, for the most part, you don't agree or think like I'm thinking, so I'm gonna call it bias, because you'll have your strong opinion about what you think, whether it be Diddy guilty, he not guilty, and you'll have a firm stance against it. And if somebody thinks different than you, then it's biased. But is your opinion biased because you feel the set of facts that you feel are correct? Is the right way to go? Like, a lot of times when people be throwing around that bias word, it's not really rooted in, and there are people who are biased, but it's not really rooted in the definition of the word. It's rooted in, you just don't agree with what I think is real, so you're biased.
Well, and like I've always told you, I was not getting involved in it because I didn't really have a dog in the fight, because she's never really outright said or done anything to me, so I don't have a problem with her. But I think a lot of people's issue was the whole, they said they were going to kill. She said somebody was going to kill her, so I didn't watch it, so I don't know. It was all of that, and she did kind of play into the baby oil thing with me and on television, and so she could have took that as an opportunity to be like, yeah, maybe our mom made a mistake, but we know that he wasn't on that, but she did it. I didn't see it, but I did also hear that she didn't clear it up. I think she leaned more into that I was a Diddy supporter. So for that, that kind of makes it clear of how she's been feeling about me anyway, for the, first 3 weeks that she didn't talk to me all of a sudden anyway. So, it's cool. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to speak. We don't have to do anything. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think the audience plays more role into it. Like, look, girl, none of them had your back, but they're not also seeing that each person is arguing with their own drama. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody having none of our backs when we get into it with people toe to toe up there. You know what I mean? So that's just that.
Yes, sir. And so, like I said, even if I felt that way or whatever, Neek, you came in and made your mark on the case. Shout out to you, been on CNN. Tisa, whether you liked her or not, she came and she's still being talked about even after the case. She did her thing. Okay, she could have been number one in some books, some number two. What a top YouTubers covering that case made her money, and whether or not you like her or not, she's a shark, and it's something to be said about that. She's serious about her stuff, and she's not no easy kill. You got to get it. You got to give it to her. So I'm never hating on the girl. The girl did her thing, came up there, and let's be clear, and so did I. Stepped on that whole neck and had bitches gagging and flying out. Okay. Also Ratchet TV, Queen I'm a Dead. Like everybody did their thing in their own right. So shout out to everybody. Y'all did your thing, but Secret Service Sam, Emily, a lot of people came out there and killed it. So it is what it is, you guys. But I'm just being honest with you. That is what happened. I didn't see any threats and I didn't see any of that extra stuff, but I just want to say like tensions were high. I think that I have to address that because I would want somebody to clear up for me at times, at least stand in my defense, if like, especially with the baby oil thing, like if you knew that wasn't my intention, why would you let that rock?
That she probably felt like y'all ain't standing up for me or taking my side. So, she probably felt like F y'all, all of y'all, because we were sitting together in the overflow. So she probably felt like ain't nobody coming to save me, but I honestly don't think that it would be the opposite. I don't think she would save any of us either. So, I mean, you got to look at it like that too, but I just want to address this last thing with Armon, because somebody said, or you said, I be hanging with ops or whatever. And then somebody tweeted and said, don't trust content creators who are friends with the ops. Now, I just want to speak on this really, really
okay. We have this conversation every day, by the way, guys, behind the scenes.
What you say?
I said, me and you have this conversation every day behind the scenes, so I already know what you're going to say, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Me and Armon, and that's another thing too when it comes to the Tisa thing, because people were like, she had you on her live and, I'm like, do you know the people that I actually had built a rapport with for years, the stuff that we be going toe-to-toe with that y'all have no idea. But anyways, as far as that statement goes, I'm going to just say this. I feel like a lot of content creators use the friend word way too loosely. Okay. And Armon is one of the types, love him. We've worked on the Tory Lanez and the Meg Thee Stallion case together. But Armon is territorial. And if you hang out with Armon and he has people that don't like him, Armon is the type where he won't like a person today and he wants you not to like them. But then as soon as he liked them, he like, okay, it's cool. I'm not doing that with Armon. I'm not playing those games. Okay, I'm not doing that. So Armon would get up there and he would have his days where he didn't talk to me. And I'd be like, hey, Armon, what's up, boo?
I know that talk.
And I don't take it personal because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not talking to somebody, especially there's other content creators who got beefs outside of mine. I'm not making Armon choose between a content creator that he want to be cool with, because at the end of the day, we are cordial. We share a space on this thing. And I'm not about to be like, unless there's something where I feel like, okay, you got a complete character flaw and you are a complete person. Armon be giving that like, you bitches is my son. So when people throw shade at Armon, I'm not getting in the middle of that. Because I feel like Armon is a bad bitch. And I feel like there's other content creators who, they do their thing too. But Armon feel like, if you talk to them, I'm not talking to you. And I'd be like, okay, he'll be mad today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and that'll be that. So I just wanted to address that because people, they be like, don't talk to content creators. My whole thing is, as long as I'm not talking about you behind your back.
And I believe that you don't. And I believe that you don't. And that's why I'm like, I could still be cool even when you be out to lunch with weirdos. But I will say this, though.
Nobody say I ever talked about you behind your back or said nothing about you. Anybody, anything. I like Armon. I'm not, y'all grown. That's my thing when people are grown and I like them. Y'all grown.
But here's my thing with Neek. And she won't, and see, I've been knowing, now we can do this. I've been knowing Neek since at least 7 years, 8 years. And so she won't tell you this.
Oh.
That we talk. When we talk, we've been talking more lately, but when we talk, we don't usually do a 15-minuter. It's
Yeah.
like an hour, 2 hours. You know, it's a long, drawn out talk. And so we can go all the way back
Oh my
to the
God.
beginning. I won't say any names. But every time I've told her this mother is a weirdo, Neek, no, I don't see it. Yep, I'm still gonna be cool. And guess what they do?
Mind you, the same people that Armon was
No,
cool with probably.
every time. No, see, I'll let you talk.
Go ahead.
Every time they get her. And then I call her, I told you. And she be like, well, every time I try to warn her, they get her up until the trial. I said, girl, watch. And so now I just sit back because she don't never listen to me. And she be like, oh, Armon, you're just controlling. So I just let her go because every time I tell her, I said, okay, there's a weirdo. You're barking up a weirdo tree. She won't listen to me. And then guess what? The weirdo bites her. Every time.
Mind you, the same people Armon done already cool with, and he was cool with them. And I'm just staying neutral. Like, but you know.
I done told Nick, I said, there was one time I told Nick, I said, listen, do not get on the phone. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you listen to me? No. You did not. You didn't do it. I'm like, she never listens to me. She never listens. I'm like, whatever, girl.
With them later too.
But girl, please.
But did you get on the phone with them later too, though?
And absolutely not.
Lies.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not to be, no, absolutely not. Girl, please.
That's not what I heard. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but yes. Oh. So anyway, but no, Nicki's cool. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, she is right to a certain degree. But I think that, you know, working, like, I think we've learned, because like she said something that was very interesting, and I think that is true. Like, you just gotta learn your people that you cool with, your friends and whatever. You just gotta learn what, like, I know what she gives, so now I'm just like, as long as she don't talk about me, I know that she's gonna find herself in a weird space at some point. So I just have to let her do that. And when I feel it like it's getting too weirded out, I just go away. And then when the weirdo's clear, I'll come back.
The weird space, y'all, is just not blindly following Armon and just being his little minion, like a little follower. Okay, I'm not a follower.
No, because Lauren the Rose, like, these girls are not followers. I mean, not that they were like
Lauren in that category. She's different, but you had little, you know.
No,
we ain't gonna go there.
No, I didn't have nobody. I just feel like, girl, if you know, like, what, ew, no, you know. But listen, I'm not gonna be cool with somebody that's blatantly lying on you, calling you all kind of crazy obscenities and just.
Well, I didn't know about any of that.
Crazy.
Any of those things that now y'all got, whatever. I didn't know nothing. None of that at all. Yeah. I didn't know that much smoke at all.
And see, that's what kind of sends me, because it's like, ain't that much smoke. I don't have no smoke. I don't know these niggas. That be the thing. But, you know, we good. We always good, you know.
And Armon's gonna be mad, but I like both of y'all.
And that's cool, but I can't do it. Like, so that, you know, it's that will never be in a room with me ever, unless it's a courthouse. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that will never be a room with me. Especially, you know, based off of the things that you have said and the allegations. That's why I'm just like, no, I can't even. Because my thing is, based off of things like that, if you're cool with me, this is where I get it. Like, you're cool with me, you can't even sit in a bitch face that would talk about me like that if we're friends. You know what I'm saying? Because that's great. That's like me sitting and kikiing with somebody that just talk about your daughter. You're going to be like, Armon, that's weird. How you cool with her? Like, you supposed to be, but we not there yet. And so we know we're not friends like that. We online. So that's why there's a limit. So if we was real friends, it would be more boundaries. But because we don't hang out, we don't go to each other's birthday parties, we don't hang out on the weekend, we see each other at court cases, that's cool. You could be cool with them and that. But if you was my friend,
right? But that's why I feel like friend work get used to loosely. Like, people see us in a space, and not y'all situation, but just in general. People like with other content creators. Oh, this person was on your live, and they think that y'all besties. Like, we ain't hanging out. We're not like, this is not like, we're not besties up here. You know, like people have different expectations, unrealistic.
Yeah, so I think that Nika and I, our friend, but she told me that she felt like I held her at a certain line. But I'm like, girl, I feel like our friendship is to where, you know, the expectation level is. I feel like
But you
it's good for us.
on your platform that have disparaged me all throughout the internet, and I didn't say, Armon, don't link up with this person. Don't. We're not gonna name names.
Oh,
I told you the person that was saying all unfavorable things about me, lying and everything. And I didn't call you and be like, don't link up with this person, because at the end of the day, you grown.
But you know what I also think though, what I like about us is that we can be real about it, not be fake. So we can be like, girl, we have a working online relationship, and you will call me and be like, I didn't like this, and I'll call you and be like, I didn't like this. And then also it's like, we don't have to fake the funk, like we friends like that. Now we can build towards, but I think that the where we are for the expectations and the boundaries, I think now I understand, like for our friendship level, because I do feel like there is a friendship there. I just feel like it's levels to it. So I feel like for me, the level of friendship that we have right now, the expectation is, is for you to be mixy, and it's cool. If we get past certain thresholds, that has to disappear. But for the level that we're at right now, which is I'll see you when I see you, okay, you can go swimming with the weirdos. But if you come into my house and we kicking it and eating cake and ice cream and crying and we talking like,
controlling y'all, but
it's no more weirdos.
These same people are gonna be cool in the next few months.
Absolutely not.
And when he not mad no more, it's all good.
So anyway, but yeah, it was a good day. I'm glad you came and popped on. I wish you would have came on camera. So now when I go on your panel,
I got half my hair. This is impromptu. If you would have told me ahead of time, I would have threw on a wig, but I got half braids, half hair out.
Oh, okay.
Looking a mess.
All right, well, I'm gonna call you later.
All right, peace out.
Okay, bye. Yeah, so why do you keep saying Nicki just shouted you out on Twitter? She did the baby oil thing. I've seen that already. She did something else? What else did she say? What else did Nicki say? Do you need that? I just text her, do you need that? Why'd I just tweet her and say, does she need that? She is so annoying. And so now she want me to get on here and do this live. Yes, child. Oh, now Cardi B live. Oh, that was 30 minutes ago. Child. What is going on? Nicki Minaj is tweeting about you. What did she say? What all did she say? She's so stupid. I said, do you need that? Do you need that? Do you need that? Look, look what I tweeted. Wait, hold on. What did I tell Nicki? Do you need that? Look, girl, now they gonna start dragging me. Look, now they wanna do you. Girl, look, now they got the look. Oh God. Here we go. Look at that. I think they look. Oh my God. It's a good day. The king is back. The king is back.
Okay?
Okay. He's back. Okay.
Shit gonna get ugly. Okay?
Wow. Wow. You guys know, I was telling another content creator this. Now, you see, now y'all getting my kind of wrap up. They were kind of like feeling some type of way just about stuff, just in general, like people were feeling way. And I told them, you're a villain. You want to be a villain. See, here's the thing. You got good guys, you got villains. What y'all think I am? I'm a villain. Look at that. All these niggas, I'm a villain. I don't think I'm really a villain like that, but I'm a villain. And that's okay. I'm a bad guy. In most people's stories, I'm the bad guy. I don't give a f. These niggas are trash. Mostly all these niggas that don't like me are trash. Okay? And they're haters. But it's okay. We can be bad guys. But when you're the bad guy, you just got to understand. You got to just sit in it. People not going to like you. I'm always the villain. But you know what? We got a good little villain squad over here. I'm not friendly. I'm not the most likable. I'm not the most approachable. Hey, I'll tell you, I don't like my friends 2-2-2 mix. But it's levels. There's certain thresholds. If you're a third wall friend, hey, I don't like her. You don't like her. We don't like her. First and second wall, maybe you can get it. You just on the internet. Okay, cool. You at my house, we kicking it. You in my car, we riding. You know my business. I'm introducing you to my man and my dogs. I'm walking around you in my underwear. I don't like that hoe. You don't like that hoe either. Straight like that. Period. Okay. But you know, I was telling the person, I was like, dude, you know, you're a villain. It's good. You're a villain. We are villains. Welcome to the squad. Some people are nice. Hey, but one thing that a story always needs is the villain. So you always be relevant. Everybody wants to be the good guy. There's too many good guys. So guess what? Only the goodest of the good guys will last. People don't want to be the villain all the time, you know, because it's not fun. You get dragged, you get picked on, people want to see you fail. But hey, when you're the villain, there's always room for you. Okay? So, anyway, they said if you're a Gemini, you're a villain. Let me tell you why I feel like I'm a villain. I feel like, you know, I'm outspoken, the way I carry myself. I can't tell you how many niggas that I've even ran into on this app. First of all, let me talk about the ones that I didn't even know. You know, when certain people feel like they're not going to get anything out of you, they just start dragging you. You know, they start dragging you. I can't tell you how many people on this app, you know, attest their failure to me. Sorry, I'm not a failure. You're not a failure because of me. You're a failure because of yourself. Don't blame me. Blame your parents. Blame your mama. Blame your daddy. Blame your lazy ass upbringing. Don't blame me. You didn't pop because your parents are trash, not me. You get what I'm saying? There's these niggas out here swearing to God that, you know, I'm the reason why they didn't get off the ground. Nigga, where you niggas been? I don't talk about you niggas. I don't see you niggas. Niggas is, man, oh, he took my content. He did this. He did this. These niggas still don't pop. All these niggas is better than me. All these niggas is this. And I'm so this, I'm so that. And these niggas all still talk about me. Wouldn't you think that one day these niggas would just be better than me and just stop talking about me? Or watching me in the background? You better than me, show me. Because I don't know about you, but any of these niggas that I said I'm better than, and I put up some stats on the board. And these niggas, and them niggas know who they are. And they try to go out of their way not to repost and talk about me because they see the work. You see the work. But all of my sons in the back, they're over there crying because daddy said, get out. I don't see you niggas. I'm not your niggas' friends. I don't like you niggas. I don't care about you niggas. You can't sit with me. Who are you niggas? Some of you niggas don't fit the aesthetic. Let's just say it. Some of you niggas just don't fit. That'll get them. That'll hurt them. So there was never a chance for you. No, I'm serious. Yeah. Y'all wanted me to do a crash out. I'm giving y'all like a fake crash out. But yeah, chill. I'm back. We're gonna have some good times. I gotta get into this Nicki stuff. But so I don't know if I should be saying this. Well, I can't tell you. Okay. I'll tell you a little bit. We're still working on it. I can't tell you what, but I'll just say this. Don't be surprised if you see me on your TV screen. You know, in my acting bag. One of these days, you know, so we're exploring different things. So, did I say TV screen? I meant to say movie screen. But I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know. No, I don't know, child. I'm just kidding, girl. Y'all know I just be over here gassing it. Y'all know I just be over here gassing it, child. Don't believe the hype, because child, that ain't true. We're gonna manifest it though. Maybe. Tyler Perry. Child, yeah, let's just do a little manifestation. We'll see. One thing I will say this though, even in that baby oil incident, a lot of girls can say a lot of things. What they can say is this hair was struggling, but she growing in. Y'all see it. It was a struggle, but she's growing in with a little Beijing and spray. She coming in. Oh, this hairline was tearing me up in New York. But one thing that they can't say, they may say I got a little ingrown hair. But one thing they can't say is that we went viral with that baby oil and we was giving bad built. A lot of these bitches on here line talking about me. And the only thing that they was ever pressing was a hamburger. Who pressed me? Bitch, the only thing that you ever was pressing was that cheeseburger before you ate it. These girls running around talking about me. Not Armon the Stallion. Bitch, you could never. Girl, you crazy? If I was built like a balloon ready to pop, I'd hate me too. Armon Wiggins. And so, and it's always those kind of girls too. Bad built, out of shape, upset. I get it. I get it. They never like me. They never like me. For whatever reason, they never like me. I get it. Because even through the baby oil controversy, and this is not even trying to, I'm just trying to be honest with you, just a soft flex. And for men and women, the DMs was going crazy. And then I didn't even know I had on the white undies with it. It was just like they were losing their mind. Girl, the only thing you could ever be is fat and funny. Know the difference. Okay? I'd hate me too.
Shit gonna get ugly. Okay?
Now, so at least we looked good. Went viral for some crazy, but at least we didn't look crazy. I mean, we looked crazy, but we didn't look crazy. Thank God. Could you imagine if I would have had on freaking laundry day draws? Granny panties that day? It would have been baby oil. Diddy supporter and baby oil and granny panties goes. Oh my God. Thank God we had on Gucci and Supreme. At least, I mean, shit. You got to find the positive somewhere, right? You got to find the light somewhere to stay in it. So the silver lining through all of that, I was like, well, shit, Armon, at least you did it in style. At least you didn't eat that day. At least that was before the hamburger. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I ate a salad that day. Shit. But anyway. Some said that Jessica, yeah, hey, I agree. But I'll say on this particular day, we looked decent. We was out there looking crazy, but at least the body was tea that day. Some days I was okay with how I looked. Some days I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, child, you look a mess. That day I was like, oh my God, in my mind, because I'm not even thinking about it, I'm like, girl, this just went viral. How do I look in this? Do I look crazy? And I was like, okay. You can't help the headline, but at least, okay. You look good though, bitch. You went out in style. You look good though, bitch. They couldn't say that you looked a mess. They could say everything, but at least you looked good, bitch. That's all we got. At least you looked good. We'll take the W there. We'll take it. We'll take the W where we can get it. It was a hard one, but we had to find it. We had to take the W where we could get it. You feel me? So anyway, I love y'all. We'll be back with some more stuff, but I'll talk to you soon. Let me see what else Nicki said, because we're gonna have to go back and do a Nicki tea. But I have to get into everything and see what was being said and how it was being said and where it's being said to. Oh, excuse me, because now, and I don't care what nobody say. I'm telling y'all this. I don't care what the rebuttals are. The trial, we have wrapped this up. Y'all got my shtick on it. Y'all got my feel on it. It's wrapped with a bow. Girl, we got in here with Duchess. Now we're moving on to the next topics. And we're just back to having fun kicking it. So, all right, I'll see y'all later. Okay, bye. They saying wait. Wait for what? What? Okay, look, they talking about, do you need that? They talking about, do you? Oh my God. Look, they sure to argue with me. Okay. Nicki's such a key. She's a key. Why would she retweet that? One thing Nicki gonna do is entertain us. What will we do? What will we do when she's gone? Child, where is your baby oil? Why does she always, this lady loves me. She's obsessed with me too. Can we just admit that Nicki loves me? Can we just go ahead and just claim that? And you know what? I love her too. We have a working relationship. And I love that. We love each other. And so tell her that I love her and she loves me. And it's great. And she's entertaining as hell. So, all right, y'all. Bye.